All right, welcome to our Patch Show today. I have with me Coach Patrick Holguin from West Virginia Wesleyan College, and you hold a unique place in the state of West Virginia for soccer with all the stuff that you do. So I wanted to ask you a couple of questions focused on that. And in one of our previous shows, you talked about, you coach U8 recreational soccer, a U18 travel type soccer, and then women's college soccer at West Virginia Wesleyan. So you see a broad spectrum of what parents see, kids see, and what you do at a state level with your other position, which we'll talk a little bit about. So go ahead and introduce us to your work as an Olympic Development Program Director. Talk a little bit about what that means in West Virginia and what your job entails, so to speak. The 101 of Coach Patrick.
101 of Coach Patrick. Well, Dave, I appreciate you having me here today again. And what I will say about the West Virginia Olympic Development Program is that we have a number of players who are very talented in this state of West Virginia, and the number's growing yearly. Soccer's developing, and programs are becoming more sophisticated. And the Olympic Development Program is actually the process the U.S. national team goes through to select their players. Right. So we provide that vehicle to get the exposure for the national team. So we go throughout the state and evaluate players and invite players to join the program, encourage them to join the program. They get some of the best coaching in the state, and hence we take those players out to get the exposure to be looked at for the regional team and for the national team.
So really a feeder program up to the Olympic national teams at the local level. So you're where the rubber meets the road. You're picking up those younger players. What are some of the characteristics you look for when you're scouting those players, so to speak?
Well, first and foremost, we're looking for the players that are committed.
Right.
We're looking for the players that have the innate ability to make the right decision at the right time. That comes from a background of good training, comes from a background of experience. And so those players have all played, but yet many of them have not played at that next level, and they just need the opportunity to compete.
And talking about that next level, now I know you do a lot of camps. You're here in Roane County with us this week, putting on a soccer camp for our local players. Talk to us a little bit about the opportunities for camps. I know you have an extensive background in that, so just highlight that for us.
Well, camps are very important for the kids, and I love doing camps, especially at small towns like here in Spencer, and we identify kids at these camps,
right.
And the kids learn. We teach skill, we teach tactics, we teach how to apply things in game situations, and how to play the game. But mostly we teach them how to have fun with the game.
And we have a photo of the camp here. Let's pull that up. And this is you talking to the group of kids, and we've had 2 days under our belt. We're getting ready to do a third, and as everybody can probably see, a good group of kids, a diverse age group. You talk to them about fitness, nutrition, and what I've noticed is you always say, here's the skill we're working on, here's the skill, and then here's how to apply it. So you're going through those steps. And talking about your background from camp, highlight a little bit about your camp experience and what you look for when you come in to coach these camps.
First, I identify the level that the kids are playing at.
Right.
And usually there's an array of talent, but in general, you can categorize what the kids need to work on.
Right.
Which kids to push, which kids to teach, which kids to encourage.
Right.
And hopefully you connect with the kids, and that's really the main point.
I think when the rain hit yesterday, you really hit a good path because you started working on let's get on the ground and get muddy and dirty a little bit, and the kids really responded. They were all about that. They're like, okay, we're going to get a little wet and dirty, and it's fun.
Well, I told them, I said, you're going to love this, your parents are going to hate it.
Yeah, it worked out well. I don't know that any parents hated it. They were like, all right, we're getting some good stuff happening. So back to the Olympic development part of it, as you work your players, and I know you were in Barboursville this past weekend and week working with your U18 team on the upper levels of the travel, I'll say, deal, and working towards college. Talk a little bit about that, what you look in with your U18 team and how you get them up to the college level.
Well, one of the main things we work on is training habits. We talk in depth about nutrition. We talk in depth about how to train, how to practice. That is what many of the kids need to learn.
Right.
And it's consistency, it's the commitment, it's the day in and day out hard work that you put in. When you get to the game, that's when you reap the benefits of all the hard work, and that's where you can really challenge yourself. So those are the lessons I try to teach the older kids.
Okay. And to cap it all off, what would you tell a parent that has a 10, 12-year-old, they're playing some rec league soccer, they're starting to look at playing middle school soccer? At what point do they start expanding? Like, how would you suggest camp once a summer, find a camp, go to it? What's kind of the role and routine that you offer parents advice on at that age?
At those younger ages, what I would say first is talk with your kid and make sure that that's something they would like to do, and then seek the help and find the resources needed to provide your kid the training and the opportunities to get coached.
Right.
Many of the parents, unfortunately, have not played, so are not able to take the kid out and teach skill and help them learn the game. So you need to find a professional, find a tutor, so to speak, to help teach your kid. Then try to find at least 1 to 2 camps a summer. Okay. That's really where they get get driven into them the skill and the application of the skill. And those are the most important functions for the kids to be able to play the game, skill.
Yep, and I've seen you reinforce that over the last couple of days. You mentioned that a lot through your camps. This is the skill we're working on. This is the skill you'll develop. This is how you use that skill, and you hammer that home with them. And I think that really sets the tone as they understand what you're pushing them to accomplish that day or that lesson and so forth. So that works out good. Any last impression that you'd want to leave with any parent that watches this show and says, oh, man, I want more information. I want to know how to get more information, how to find camps or find that coach that can help me. Where would you suggest a parent go to start off with?
Well, you can always contact me.
Okay.
I'm at wvwc.edu. Go to women's soccer. You can also find tons of information on the West Virginia Soccer Association website, wvsoccer.net. And our website's very enhanced. Lists camps, lists all the different travel programs, rec programs in the state.
Right. Very extensive.
Very extensive.
Lots of stuff there. And just go slower over that. What was that website again?
wvsoccer.net.
Right. So .net, not the .com or .org, but .net. So wvsoccer.net. So extensive information you can get there. And, of course, you can always track down Coach Patrick at West Virginia Wesleyan College. So wonderful resources. And, again, it's unique to find somebody that has U8 recreational soccer coaching opportunities to U18 and at the national level for collegiate athletes. So great perspective. We appreciate you coming on. And again, if you have any questions, check out that website at westvirginiasoccer.net or contact Coach Patrick at West Virginia Wesleyan's website, which is wvwc.edu. All right. Well, thank you, Coach Patrick.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more information.